Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Play that. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Nagar's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First down, Lowry. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This defense for the Jets, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Lowry. He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Touchdown, Dolphins. George Kittle with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 77 yards. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. The lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. They'll check this down to Johnson. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about...
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. George Kittle with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught by Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 3. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll drop to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up.
It got his man complete. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It completes it once more to Anderson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his pass incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so he'll just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers They'd see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point behind the goal is up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A final shot before break. Lowry, flush to his right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
throw here, hauled in. 7 yards the pickup there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Lowry. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 6. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 42. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On first and 10. Lowry. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That catch good for only a couple.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Back to throw. Lowry. This one caught by Kittle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it first and 10 up at the 20. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down.
Well, I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like that. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dumping it off for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Lowry. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Gets around him, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find him.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Lowry. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun on third down, Lowry. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw. Lowry. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 25. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays.
Touchdown! Elijah Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
They'll look to throw, and this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Throwing on first down. Lowry. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw. Lowry. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Lowry, and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Nagar now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. He'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for the Dolphins, they end the season on a high note, but it's a season that will see them finish just 4-13 overall. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.